Yeah, at that point, I'd be like, do whatever you want.
All right.
I've also been, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I got accepted into a PhD program, and that's a lot of
Really?
work
No, you.
too.
Yeah, you're holding out on us. Not telling you that is awesome, my dude.
Yeah, I'm going to be a doctor,
Yes, you will be.
which is
Yeah,
terrifying,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm all about it. I'm all for it. I can see it. You're a smart guy. Uh, sorry, tech. Can't
It's only
talk again.
terrifying if you always ask who they work for.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, you're poor students. You're poor students. All right, what's wrong with this window?
In case nobody else knows, the Dungeons and Dragons movie trailer just dropped.
I haven't watched it yet. I am excited to watch it. I hear good things about the trailer. What a funny world it is in which we're reading reviews of trailers, though, right?
I don't
I don't mind
understand
the
how.
I don't mind the reviews. I don't like the dissection of trailers. When the people try to
Sure.
discover the entire movie by dissecting the trailer.
Yeah, I could live without that. Or and a lot of trailers that just give you everything, right? All of the trailer, all the good stuff. That's
will
obviously
say,
frustrating too.
I will say in my older age that the new Munster trailer that just dropped looks absolutely terrible. And I can see why it's going straight to Netflix. And it's probably not going to last very long.
All right, good to know. Good to know. All right. All right. So anybody have any housekeeping things they need to cover? I just have one that I'll mention real quick here in a minute. Anybody got anything else anything on their mind? We need to.
I don't
before we
remember
jump
what
in?
we were doing.
Oh yeah, we'll jump into that.
We have a
Now,
shadowy figure. We have a shadowy figure in Amalia. That's our friend Emily, who we've been trying to get to play for a long time. She's just going to hang out for a little bit to try to
all right.
and watch us play.
Well, welcome, Emily. Glad to have you. If you ever want to sit in and watch anytime is fine. Absolutely.
You can catch us on Twitch every Thursday night.
Yes, indeed.
Like and subscribe. Click the bell, the button.
Yep, that's right. All the buttons.
We are.
All right, so let's see. It is currently the 21st of July. 2 weeks from tonight, I am at Gen Con, and I'm running some of my games that night, but unfortunately, Thursday night of Gen Con, I have another commitment. So I'm going to go in right now on Start Playing and reschedule that session to the following Thursday, the 11th. My understanding is that Haya and Tony, you guys will be out the 11th. Is that right? Did I read your message correctly?
Yeah.
All right. We still will proceed, the rest of us, unless there are a couple more folks that can't make it. We'll still plan on playing that week.
Skipped next Thursday.
Yep, I saw that come through.
Gone, not the 11th, but I guess the 18th it is. So I'll be gone
Okay.
that one.
All right.
I'll skip it when it gets closer.
Right on. Very good. Okay. And Tony and Haya, the 11th is now scheduled on Start Playing, so you can skip that. Go into Start Playing and skip that at your leisure. All right. So, welcome back, everybody, and welcome back to our one viewer. Let me post in the announcements that we're on.
So, Bob, I think the guy that was wearing the boar's head was cosplaying as Inosuke from Demon Slayer.
Does he have Trucker Daddy boyfriend?
I don't know about the Trucker Daddy boyfriend, but I think the boar's head guy was cosplaying as Inosuke Aigo. Inosuke.
All right. All right. I'll take your word for it. I will take your word for it.
Emily told me that, just FYI.
All right. Thank you, Emily. Thank you very much, Emily. All right. So when we last left, the party had returned to the surface after having recovered the moon shard. And we're planning more or less on taking it back to Juriander in Rebalka, or going back and using it to destroy Juriander, depending on which group member you are to ask. That one of those two is the plan. So you had just defeated some sort of a critter, mature adult white dragon. And I think we ended right in the aftermath of the battle. So looks like the party has got a little bit of some resources drained here and there. You all want to try and take a rest of some sort, or do you want to push on to Rebalka? You're still a couple of days out from Rebalka.
We can take a short rest.
I agree.
All right.
I think we all got hit by an ice breath at the beginning.
Yeah,
Mhm.
got beat up.
A little bit.
Yeah, a short rest. I think a long rest will draw some critters to eat this dead dragon. Yes.
Probably. No, short rest, though, goes off without a hitch. I'll hit the button here in Fantasy Grounds. And going to give a test on the Sirenscape, so bear with me. Feel free to spend hit dice as you wish. All right, looks like that came through loud and clear. All right, Wilhelm is with us. Hope to hear a lot of those tonight, and hopefully none from NPCs or creatures, but we shall have to see. All right. So for those of you who have not, if you wish to spend hit dice, they're on the main tab of your character sheet in the bottom, very bottom, sort of center left-hand side, where it says HD. You'll have a dice with a number on it. You can double click it and it will allow you to heal.
How many times can you do that?
Until you're out of hit dice, until it no longer says HD.
Okay.
Each time you use one, it'll roll it and it'll disappear it.
Oh, I see. It counts down. Okay.
Yep. And you regain hit dice back.
During a long rest.
During a long rest, you can regain up to half your level, rounded up, in hit dice.
I think that's the only time you ever round up in D&D.
It is the one time in D&D that you round up. That is correct. That is 100% correct. Tony, you get a gold star.
Oh, inspiration? Great.
No, not that kind of star. just like in my brain, you've earned a gold star. So, congratulations.
All right, I'll trade in my gold star for an inspiration.
No, you 10 gold stars equals 1 inspiration. So,
I can hear Hay laughing downstairs.
Where do we track gold stars on Fantasy Grounds?
those are player responsibility. You have to track, but I'll trust you to track them yourselves.
Wonderful.
I don't. You're adults. If you have to cheat on gold stars, you got worse problems than than me, so.
Gold stars 1. It is recorded in D&D Beyond.
All right, so yes, Russell, you guys want to spend any hit dice at all?
I will. I'm just not quite settled yet.
I'm
Okay,
being
all
yelled
right.
to spend hit dice, but I still haven't really even gotten my magical items yet, so I'll wait on that.
Oh, all right.
Someone's yelling at me to do it to heal myself, so I'm healing myself.
Yeah, she thought you would spend them, you never give them back, but they come back.
Oh, yeah, no, you get them back when you're during a long rest. Well, up to half your level, half your level rounded up.
Are my temp hit points still present, or should I zero that out?
10 hit points stay through a short rest.
Okay.
Unless otherwise stated where they come from.
Right. Yeah, there are exceptions.
And also, it'd be weird if you had 10 hit point. You probably got them from the Twilight Sanctuary, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say it'd be weird to have been hurt and have temporary hit points. But that's not true. We just huddled up afterward.
Yep. All right, here it is. You'll have to zoom in. You have to open it up in full size and zoom in. But there is Wolf Boy and Trucker Daddy in our Discord group. Or not Wolf, Boar Boy. It's a boar head, not a wolf head. Okay. All right, so your short rest passes uneventfully. Where to? You want to head toward Rebalka? You want to search the area, see if you can find the dragon's lair, possibly its treasure
Ooh.
hoard, or
I think we had that discussion last time. Did we want to?
Sure, we'll get its lair while it's unguarded.
I want to go to the lair. That sounds fun and a little crazy.
all right. So I'm going to need a survival check from one person whose directions we will follow.
I say yes, sir.
Well, user gets advantage.
That's correct.
One moment, please.
Un momento, por favor.
Skills. Boom.
There you go.
We get there in half the time.
We're there.
We're there.
All right. All right. So you search the area in sort of ever widening concentric circles around the road. You do finally see what looks to be some signs that there is a nearby cave with some sort of large predator having lived there. Given that the dragon came in from above, you can't be 100% certain that it was him, but it's certainly possible. Give me one more survival check as you follow that that path. All right.
Hey, did you catch that? Oh, you did it. Great.
Yep, you got it. All right. So you lose the path as you come to sort of the side of a, it's not really a mountain, although this area does have some smaller mountains. Well, I guess it is kind of sort of a smaller mountain. You can see that there are at least two different caves within about a quarter, cave entrances within about a quarter mile of each other. You sort of lose the trail within sight of both of those. So you're fairly confident that one of them could be whatever this large predator, it could be its home. Both caves are roughly the same size. One's maybe a little bigger than the other, but not. They're both certainly big enough that they could home a large predator.
So we have choice of two caves.
Yep, basically one to the north and one to the south.
I've never actually asked for this yet, and I don't understand why I've never asked for this, but as a tabaxi, would Imali and Siku be able to smell whether or not there's a stench
Ooh.
of death from one of the two?
Yeah, sure. Give me perception checks, Imali and Siku.
Like we could like pick up the scent of what we just fought coming strongly from something.
Yep. So you don't get the scent necessarily of the dragon. It's not quite similar, not terribly similar to the dragon. But you do get a scent of some sort of animal habitat, dung, that sort of thing, toward the caves to the north.
A poop is to the cave of the north. We can
Correct.
smell the poop.
Is the poop cold? Because
The
it's a
poop-
cold dragon.
It's probably the white version since it was a white dragon. So
White poop.
yes, so we could, that's the strongest scent is coming from that, if that makes a difference in our choice.
You're saying
Like
poop?
something. Yes.
Well,
Your
it
smell.
smells the smell of some sort of living creature, and as we know, most living creatures produce waste of some sort.
Everybody
Yeah.
poops.
And you
Everybody
say
poops.
you don't smell anything coming from the south?
You smell the strongest scent of like inhabitants of something that's habitated to that particular one to the north. We don't smell a whole lot to the south.
I was leaning south because it sounds empty. Maybe there's stuff there and less trouble.
But white dragons live in the north because it's cold. Think about it.
Think about it. Because they're a quarter mile away, the northernmost one must be the White Dragon Cave. Tony, DM inspiration.
There you go.
Almost too easy. That one's probably like shooting fish in a barrel, but I'm easily amused tonight. So
All right, let's go north.
I mean, we could split the party.
No.
When
No.
has that ever worked out?
Wait, how far are they from each other? And how far are they from where we're at?
So you're in between them. They're each about a quarter mile from you. They're roughly half a mile apart, give or
Oh.
take.
Okay, so we could do what you're suggesting, Ziku, and just make sure we have a connection or a way to send a message. And
So
then,
why?
and then the other half can meet up with the other half. I like it. I shut down your idea immediately, but now I like it.
Well, normally
So
somebody meets their demise when we split. Normally, that seems to be the theme.
I think he was joking.
I was slightly joking, but as giving options for what we could do. Since we
But
have,
we're talking like 15 minutes, quarter
Yeah.
of a mile, half a mile, not even. That's like a 5-minute walk.
So we'll do one and then the other.
All right, all right.
you want
North.
to check out the north one first? We
Yes.
could just all check out one and have Zasas fly into the one in the south and zoom around and then come back out.
Or I could go kill Joriander and come back and meet up with you.
That's true. To the north. We all head to the north.
All right. All right. So you head toward the cave to the north. When you get within closer view of the cave, you see sort of hanging out the edge of the cave, a long draconic tail. This tail is probably, compared to the creature that you just defeated, it's probably half over again the size. So 1.5 times the size of the mature adult white dragon that you just faced. You can't see the body. It looks like the tail sort of wraps around the edge of the cave or around to the inside. Everyone give me a perception check.
Very perceptive as per usual.
Looking.
All right, so Yusra, you hear, and actually Amali, Siku, and Yusra, or no, Amali, Siku, roll over here. So just Yusra. You guys, Yusra, you hear what sounds like a creature of some sort voraciously feeding on flesh.
I relay this. How far away do I hear it?
It
Or is
seems to be coming
what I see?
from that cave, just sort of behind the corner where the tail is hanging out. And as it does, you see the tail whip a little bit, sort of flip one side and then up in the air a little bit, and then the other side.
What color is the tail? Is it white?
It's white. It's almost identical to the white
Okay.
dragon you just faced. Yeah.
But it's larger.
By about half over again. Yeah. About 1.5 times.
Well, I mean, the last one was so easy, right, guys? Just
I'm,
kidding.
Casting Pass Without Trace.
All right.
We could do the classic, convince the dragon to part with its treasure.
Does that work?
No,
It's never once worked, but there's always a first time.
Siko's persuasive.
I say we sneak in, one of us.
Perhaps we should just leave it alone.
Is there something we really want in the cave?
I mean, usually there's a lot of good stuff.
This
Want the
dragon is
treasure.
might be protective of its kill. I know that my puppy is. You give him a bone and then try to take it away or distract him. He's really mad.
I also know lore-wise, white dragons notoriously do not keep hordes. But I'm not applying that knowledge here. We should see what it has to offer us.
Is there enough room for Siku or Amali to sneak? Or whoever has the best stealth to sneak? And just, take advantage of the fact that the dragon is distracted and sneak and just like take a peek around?
You could certainly give that a shot.
Are you willing? You have plus 10 to stealth.
Oh, I have plus 13. I don't know what Amali has.
Well, plus 10 additional.
Perhaps once it's finished eating, it'll fall asleep.
Ooh.
You guys want to just observe it for a while?
Yeah, let's kind of see what happens after it's done eating. Probably won't take very long to finish eating.
Okay.
I'm gonna be flying above the mouth of the cave. Not
right.
within a cone's range of everybody else.
How big of a cone? Oh, well, that's the question. How big of a cone's range?
I'm gonna be 95 feet away.
All right. So you hear the consumption of flesh. You notice, since you're all sort of just watching from a distance, tempting to be sort of sneaky, you see the tail. At first, you thought that perhaps it was the dragon eating, and as it was eating, it would wag its tail a little bit. But the tail, you notice, will go oddly limp for a few moments, and then it jerks a little bit, and then it pulls toward the entrance a little bit. And then you hear a large crunch, and the tail sort of lifts up. And although you can't see into the side of the cave, it's almost as if the tail is shooting straight up and then flopping over onto what would be the dragon's back, if that's what's going on.
I think that means it fell asleep.
Could be. A few minutes later, unless you're doing anything, you see a creature here. Realizing I don't have great artwork for it, but this is what it'll have to do. Okay, so you have three different creatures there in that artwork. The one in the center is sort of what you see, and this creature is large in size. And you see it working, it's coming out of the cave, and it seems to be holding in its hands the last little bit of the tail. And it looks like it's been consuming all the flesh from the tail.
So this thing just cut off the dragon's tail and bounced.
Well, it looks like he ate it, and maybe not just the tail.
Can I do like a religion check or something to see what these
Sure.
things might?
Absolutely. Yeah, you're pretty sure this is an ice devil of some sort, and judging by its size, probably quite a powerful one. With that roll, you know that ice devils, their main thing, unlike a lot of fiends, instead of their thing being fire, of course, is frost. They're known for blizzards and freezing opponents and whatnot, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't think we want to mess with this crew. Whoever is strong enough to take down the dragon, these are devils. We should probably know
we-
about it.
We see all three of them or just the middle guy?
Just the middle guy.
Can we just make sure that we're all sort of to the side? Like I know Zasauce is up top, but we're like on either side of the cave, or I encourage folks to do that.
Yeah, I assumed you're still at least 90 to 100 feet out. Here's a better picture of an ice devil.
All right, well, if it's leaving,
Hmm.
we can just wait until it leaves and then go go get the treasure.
Yes.
All right, everybody give me a stealth check into the tower. Again, stealth is on your skills tab. Go all the way down to stealth and drag the modifier into the dice tower. All right. And for some reason I didn't give Anlorins plus 10. But I'll add it in manually. And Amali has plus 32. That's not quite right.
Are you sure?
Siku had
Sounds
plus
about
20.
right.
It is Amali, right? Amali's got all the stuff. Let's see. All right, there we go. All right, with that, Zazosis, you are seen.
What?
Wait. I'll use my magical guidance to reroll.
Okay.
So this is whatever this is, it's plus 12.
Okay. And you don't have to roll with disadvantage when you use magical guidance.
It's an additional, I roll the D20
It's an
again.
additional, and you get to take it. Okay.
And
all
I
right,
shouldn't
let's
have
see.
been rolling with disadvantage anyway,
Oh,
actually.
It says armor stealth. Let's fix that. Boom,
Because-
fixed.
Oh, wait, no. I do, cause I'm in the daylight, right? So the armor doesn't. My
Right.
special armor doesn't work in the daylight.
Right. Okay. Right.
Yeah, so I took it off. Yeah, so the magical guidance, it says I think it's like luck, like you roll one more.
Yep. Okay. All right. So his passive is a 20. You got a 6 plus what?
12.
18. All right. So he does still see you.
I tried, everybody. I'm just too alluring for
I see
anyone
what you did
to
there.
miss notice.
Are you just like doing flips in the air up there?
Well, I was like, just above the mouth of the cave, like behind a tree or something. I don't know, but noticed me.
It's okay. You can talk yourself out of it.
Yes.
I'm sure you
Definitely.
can. So let me just sort of get things set up in case you can't.
One charisma roll and you're good to go.
I mean, there's a chance because he's not terribly hungry, right? He just ate a dragon.
Fair
You
enough.
can also tell easily enough by looking at him that he's not really at 100%, right? Because he just fought a dragon, you assume. And he had to kill it. And where did I put? This also is there. And my height module is not functioning currently. So if you would, to indicate how high up in the air you are, let's go old school and change the name on your character sheet to indicate the number of feet up in the air you are.
Oh, you want me to do that?
Yeah, if you would, that would be
How
very
high is
swell.
so where's the mouth of the cave?
So he's coming. So the mouth, I guess, would be right. He's that sort of blue area there. That's the mouth, we'll say. And then, yeah, he's just coming out, halfway out as he looks up and sees you.
So I think and how high is the cave?
The cave entrance is 20 feet. The wall of the surface of the mountain goes way, way up.
Okay, so I'd say my elevation is like 30 feet. And
Hmm.
I'm a ways back, like maybe like over there. I can't move my token though.
Well, you wanted to be able to see the cave opening well enough, right? You can't really go back that way because that's the wall of the mountain.
Uh, I wasn't looking in the cave, but can, because the idea is I didn't want to be within range of an ice cone.
Right. Which you're not with the rest of the party, right?
All right,
The rest of the
so
party's
I'll
rest
be
of the party's all
there
the way over
like
there.
30 feet up,
Yeah. Okay.
wherever you think is a reasonable spot for me to be.
I mean, right there, you're up against the mountain, right? So that's as far to the left.
Oh, I
The
thought it was
west.
like a gradual incline. All right.
I mean, yeah, maybe you're, well, it is because he's at, so technically the cave entrance lid is like right there. And then it that right at that point, that's where the mountain is. And then by the time you get 30 feet up, it's, back here.
All right.
You're at. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and we're going to move into initiative because he doesn't like the look of that thing for sure. And we might, you might can negotiate your way out, but.
So is it safe to say that he sees Zossis but doesn't see anyone else?
He doesn't seem to notice the rest of you.
Okay.
Speak with him, oh great leader.
That was terrible.
All right. I just need initiative for Silwyn. That's on the main tab of your character sheet, right in the center next to your armor class, between armor class and speed. There you go. All right. So, Anlorin. So again, you can see this thing, and it does seem to be looking up at Zazasas, and you see it move as if it's going to, maybe throw a weapon at it or something, at him or something. And you're up.
All right. You know what? I'm just going to, I think I'll just channel the divinity since everyone's close together here. Maybe get some the Twilight Shroud going just in case. Find what that is again. Did I do that right? No.
Let's see. So there's different things on it. The one you want to do is go to the one that has the purple one and just drop that onto your character. There you go. And it's not Twilight Sanctuary is not concentration. That'll just track the time.
Mhm.
So
And that should be it.
all right. Go ahead and pass your turn on the combat tracker. All right, the Ice Devil Overlord. All right. All right, he is going to create a wall of ice. in a hemispherical dome, 20 feet in diameter. Which would be 10 feet radius. Up against the side of the cave there, so it's really only going to be half of it that's external to the cave. And try and get Zazossus inside.
Is it a spell?
No, it is not. It is, he magically forms an opaque wall of ice on a solid surface. Each creature in its space is pushed out by the shortest route. All right, so you can choose which side to be on. No, that doesn't. Oh, well, you're not in its space though. It's a dome over top of you. Yeah. Yeah. So you're in there.
Do I get to make a saving throw to like not be contained in it?
Only if it were in your. Let's see, creature. Only if it were in your space, and then you make a saving throw whether or not you get damage. But it basically appears over top of you, so there's
Okay.
nowhere to, like jump out of the way or anything.
Isn't he flying like 90 feet in the air?
30.
We said I'm just 30 feet in the air.
Oh, okay.
I picture that board game Mousetrap, the little net.
Kinda, yeah, exactly. All right, and that's all he's going to do for now. This is Ossus.
And so it's it's opaque in here. Or like
That
is it
means you
not-
can see through it, or which does that mean? I forget.
I'm making sure I can't see him. right now.
Let's see. The wall is opaque, correct?
Right. And I don't have Dimension Door on this character. So, I mean, I can just like start shooting at it. Yeah, we can try that. So, is it like, it's ice, is it like weak to fire or anything? Do I know that?
Yeah. I mean, it very much could, you think it could be damaged and breached. Yeah, you assume it's vulnerable to fire because it looks like ice. You're not 100% sure, but.
All right. I think on, all right, let's just, we'll start firing a firebolt.
All right. Armor class 5, so don't roll on that one.
Oh, I see. Spells. Oh, that shouldn't have been at advantage, but I rolled 2 9s, so.
I'll allow it.
And so it does. Do you want me to double this? The dice, I mean.
I'll double. Well, no, just roll your normal dice and I'll double it. So 15 and 15 is 30. Okay. Yeah, you breach a 10-foot wide hole wherever you want it to be.
All right, now I can see out.
Now you can see out, correct.
All right. I fly out and
I'll unlock you. Should be able to move now.
and I'm like, who the hell do you think you are?
Now, as you pass through the cold air, the frigid air, the sheet of frigid air left in the destroyed space, I need to have you make a save here real quick.
So a couple things. I think that the potion of heroism is still on me, so we should take that off.
Okay. I got you.
So, and anything else? Yeah, that looks good. And then I will, I'm gonna spend 7 sorcery points to heighten a charm monster.
All right. Well, here's your damage from the cold air. Not too bad.
16. All right. So does he have, so he has to make a wisdom 19 saving throw. And I don't know
Okay.
if he has like magical resistance or whatever, but he has disadvantage.
Yep.
From
You
the
have a
heightened
button.
spell.
You should be able to just drop it on him.
All right. Question. If,
Yes.
for example, I just want like a standard way of approaching this. Say we rolled with advantage or disadvantage, but it was supposed to be a straight roll. Is the modus operandi take the first number that was rolled, or is it roll again?
No. It's roll again. It's roll again. In a rare situation like you had just now, where you rolled 2 9s, you want to keep it. I'm fine with that. Or but generally speaking, it's roll again. That's the rule. If someone wants to make an exception, you can ask, and depending on what it is, I'll say yes or no. But
I don't have a way of imposing disadvantage on this roll, is what I'm saying. So you might want to just roll for him.
Okay, I see what you're saying. And he has magic resistance, so it'll be a straight roll. Okay. And it is what kind of save?
Wisdom 19.
Oh, that's not a saving throw. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, he's
That's
good.
a saving throw. I'll silvery barbs that. So he rerolls 1 d20. Seriously?
Tony, seriously?
I'll use a luck point to have him re-roll it again. I mean, the gods don't want it to happen.
Use your gold star to have him roll.
He needs 10
10 gold stars for a reroll.
All right, let me track the massive amount of resources I just used. That I used these sorcery points, 1, 2, 3. And what else did I do? I quickened, that's another 2. And all right. And I'll make sure I'm 80 feet in the air.
All right.
So this was ridiculous. You can't complain anymore.
Oh, I can never complain because 3 rolls in a row somebody made their save. I can no longer ever complain again.
Yep. That's what I said.
All right, fair.
And then I think that's it.
All right, at the end of your turn, before Sylvan goes, he's going to use a legendary action.
Oh, other question. Can he see me?
Yeah.
With the darkness? So I'm going to remove that effect from me that grants disadvantage. All right.
All right. Let's see. You are 90 up.
80 up.
80 up. So he will make a frost ray attack at you as a legendary action. That will hit.
It's unbelievable.
Poor Tony.
All right.
Yeah,
13.
but at least the damage wasn't great, All right. So now, Sylvan, you're up.
Okay. So I'm just gonna hit him with the longbow.
All right.
just have to put it in the window, right? I don't have to target him or roll on top of him.
You roll on top of him for the attack. Yep, that's a hit.
Oh, I got lots of errors though.
Did you?
Network receive file thumbnail.png.
All right. You can just close that.
Bug mode.
Yeah, they did a update this week, and I had one other client that's had errors during the session, so hopefully it's something they'll fix. All right, there's one attack.
I'll hit him again.
Another hit.
And that's it for me.
All right.
Combat tracker. There we go.
Hey, Molly. Oh, end of your turn. End of your turn before Molly goes.
What?
And let's see. He now sees Sylvan over there. Zazas is up in the air, so he's going to go ahead and no, he's going to press the attack on Zazas. He'll make another frost ray attack. See, there you go, Tony. There's a miss for you. All right, Amali.
All right. So do I not get sneak attack right now because Zazas is farther away from him, right? Or do I have advantage because he hasn't seen me yet?
I think advantage is only if. Let's see.
Consider her hidden from the stealth check, and she's coming out of hiding to attack.
Oh right, yes, you would. You'd have advantage.
Okay. Let's see. So then I will. Let's see. I guess I'll set my steady aim. Or wait, I already have an advantage, so I don't need to use that, right? Or should it?
You already have advantage.
Turn that on. Okay, so I don't need that. Okay, so we'll do Eagle Eye Bow.
You can roll it again if you want to
Roll
for advantage to see if you hit crit. All right, so then hit your advantage button and make another attack to confirm whether it's a crit or not, because should have had advantage on the first attack. So,
Okay.
all right, it will be you will have crit. So, remember the automatic sneak attack isn't working, so you have to go and add the sneak attack from your actions tab. The first purple button under rogue sneak attack. If you push that, it'll add the dice.
Am I not seeing? Oh, I keep going too far. Okay, the first one.
Yep. And then hold down your shift key while you drag the damage. Yep, while you drag the damage. There you go. Solid.
All right. We'll do it again with my second attack that I now have.
Right?
Oh, that was.
First one of the night.
Let's see. I will use my action surge
Okay.
so that I can attack again, which is here somewhere. I don't know where it is. There it is. There we go.
There you
All
go.
right. No sneak attack because it's only once a round, but you
Yep.
did crit.
All right. That's all I got. This is awesome. So don't die.
All right. And then he'll use his third legendary action.
On.
Died since Joriander attacked me at level 2.
And he's going to focus fire focus fire on the flying snake boy. Frost ray. Here we go.
But
All right,
what did he
Sigu.
roll? I'm washing my hands. What did he roll?
29 to hit.
This is ridiculous.
18
How
on the
dare
dice.
you roll good? How dare
That's like,
you
that's
roll
like the
good?
that's like the fifth 18 he's rolled tonight.
Well, he has plus 11 to initiative, which I don't understand.
To hit.
Oh, yes, that's what I meant.
He's a beast.
Yeah, Siku, you're up.
All right. I'm going to I'm going to move, and I'm gonna with all my stealth. I'm gonna move my 40, my dread ambusher. And I'm just gonna start wailing away with my bow here. So we're gonna fire one. That's gonna be a miss. And since I didn't, where are you, Dread Ambusher? Never remember. My Dread Ambusher second attack. I'm gonna try again. There's a hit.
That is a hit.
We're gonna drop that on him. Wow, my rolls are trash. And then we're gonna do third attack. Why am I getting errors on attacking?
You getting them
Drop
too?
That, yeah.
And Sue said she was getting him, I think.
So that's
Or was
3
it Amy?
attacks. My bonus will be to crap. Focus there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, poop. I'm not close enough. I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself, and I can't reach the Zasus, otherwise I'd give it to him. So, and that'll be it.
All right, Ezra.
I run away in the opposite direction. Just kidding. 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35. I'm gonna target him. Did I target him? Target mode. There we go. And ooh, what? Thought he was 30 feet from me. Hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I was here, right? 5, 10. What am I supposed to do with this? Did he back up, or did I just totally miscalculate until just now? All right.
Good catch.
I mean, activate it, but I can't, like, it's a melee thing.
Yeah, but then you could, I don't know, like ready.
If he gets closer, he's not gonna get closer. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to throw out one of my animal friends. from my little bag of tricks.
All right.
And I'm going to tell them to run up and attack.
All right. Brown bear. Brown bear, brown bear. How far away can you throw that from where you are? I forget.
I'm going to back up a little bit. How far? I don't know. Let me see.
I can look too if you don't see it readily.
I can throw it 20 feet.
All right, so brown bear, brown bear. And they go, I forget if they go on your initiative or if they go on their own.
Usually, or historically, we've done it their own initiative.
All right. All right, so he's in at 7. And he'd be that close to him. All right. All right. Anything else for Yisra?
No.
And Loren.
Oh, I activate Shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Is this like a little berm or hill?
Yeah, I mean, it's not tall enough to be like, it's not significant enough to be difficult terrain or provide any cover. Just some texture, really. Nothing significant.
All right, let's see. 20. I think I can move 25. He's just out of 60 feet range. So I'm just going to move up here and take a dodge action, I guess.
Okay.
And that'll be it. Just playing a little back to see what's going to happen here.
All right. The Ice Doll Overlord. Zazasis, you are 90 up, right?
$80.
80.
80.
80. All right, so he will cast a spell.
I will counter it. Oh no, I can't. I'm outside of range.
Yep, that was the idea. Otherwise, he was going to step inside the cave and do it. All right. He is going to cast an ice storm.
Oh, not at me. Lovely.
Can't quite get everybody, but he can get 4. So 1. Oop, the bear's targeting. No, let's have the ice devil target. There we go. All right, deck saves. All right, looks like Anne Loren and Imali failed. And so everyone's going to take, well, all 4 of you will take some damage.
Can I dodge that? Can I use uncanny dodge?
Nope, only on attacks. If you have something where you make a saving throw, then no.
Just checking.
Yep. And I'll take it. That's not bad rolls. All right. And then he's going to just step in. So he's inside. No, he's not. He's going to, what's his speed here? 40. No, just going to stay. This is awesome.
All right. We will try this again. I will fly down to 30 feet.
Okay.
And do another empowered or heightened charm monster. So straight roll, wisdom 19 save.
Okay. He'll use legendary resistance.
Legendary resistance. Fuck face. And then that was my action. So bonus action. Was he? He's moderately wounded.
Indeed.
Did he start moderately wounded when we started the battle?
No.
No. All right. Hold on. Right. Bonus actions. We will I think it would behoove me to drink this potion of heroism. Yeah. So inventory. Yeah, I don't want to die. So I'll drink a potion of heroism and stay right there, 30 feet in the air. And then pass my turn.
All right, end of your turn. Before Sylvan goes, he'll use a legendary action.
Hold on. I didn't put the thing on me yet. That's the healing, and then this is that. All right.
All right, so he's going to teleport. He is going to teleport right there as a legendary action. All right.
Hey.
Sylvan, you're up. Oop, let's get him into a square. There we go. Sylvan, you're up.
Ooh, that's not good.
That one'll miss.
Better.
That one, however, will hit.
There you go.
Combat tracker. And hit the button.
Right. End of your turn. You'll use a legendary action to attack Anne Loren with, let's do his ice spear. That's a miss. All right, Amali.
All right. right. Is Anlorin within 5 feet of him?
Yup.
Give me sneak attack.
Yup.
Sorry, I'm trying to find it again. So I need to turn it on.
Well, not until after you hit. You can leave it. So roll your hit first, and when it hits, then you put it on.
Okay.
Yep, that's a hit, and you can roll to confirm that it's a crit with your bow.
Oops.
Hey,
All right, not a crit, so just regular damage. So yeah, just drop the regular damage on it with no shift key. Oh, what did it do? Oh, you want to do you did your rapier damage. You want to do your eagle-eyed bow
Oh,
damage instead.
All right, I need to scroll up because I'm in the wrong spot. There we go. That's a little better.
Why didn't it do your sneak attack?
Oh,
was weird.
I didn't turn it. I not turn it on. I didn't turn it on.
Because she attacked with her silver and then returned it back on.
Oh, I see. All right, I gotcha. All right, well here, I'll just roll. No, you're good. All right, another 7. All right.
I have a second attack.
You do.
Wait, I keep grabbing the rapier instead of the bow. What is my problem? Like they're the same thing.
All right, that's a hit. Roll to confirm a crit. Not a crit, so just regular damage.
Did it do damage?
Yep, and did it right. You did it
Okay.
right.
And then I kind of want to back away a little bit. It's probably not going to help, but we'll see.
All right, Siku.
All right, so I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark. Shit, I can't do steady aim then. That's fine. And then I'm gonna move back just a little bit. We're gonna fire 1. That's a hit. We're going to apply that sneak attack on that one. Which one again? Damage 1d6 or sneak attack on turn self?
The damage one.
There we go. Scroll back up. Let's throw that out there.
I think you put the damage on yourself, though.
Darn it.
So I'll put it on him. I'll put it on him, and you're going to want to give yourself... give yourself 21 hit points back. Technically, you also did the attack on yourself, but I got
I did the
you.
attack on myself. That's
Give
crazy.
yourself targeted. Yeah, you have. Yeah.
How does that even happen? 21, so 7, 16. All right, well, then we're just going to attack again.
Yep.
Second attack, that should hit.
Hold on. It hit him again. It hit you again. Close your map for me. And then go into your character sheet and do find on map again.
Okay.
And now go ahead and your second attack did hit, but I want you to roll another attack on him to see if it aims it at you.
Oh yeah, so that one aimed it at him. So
Okay, good. Yes, there's a glitch where sometimes that happens. So it was a hit, so go ahead and damage him. Yep.
okay.
There you go. Much
Okay.
better.
Cool. And then give myself 21 back. So that makes it 17. Okay. And then bonus action attack, second attack, sneak attack. All right, movement. I'm good.
All right.
Brown
Brown
bear.
bear, brown bear. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He gets a bite
Bite him. Bite him.
and a claw. Yes, sir.
All right. Good job, bear.
Finish him.
Maybe.
Oh, you started your turn within 10 feet of him because he had teleported there. You're the first one this apply to. You
was
are the
here.
air. Oh, you didn't start your feet. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind. Okay.
Okay, stuff for striking. Oh, ooh. What does that mean?
That means you missed.
I don't have any inspiration. Okay. Okay.
That one's a hit.
Okay. Whew. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna put all of my staff of striking on him.
I think you can only do 3 at a time.
You're right.
Let
You're
me
right.
verify that here. Yeah, 3 in a round. So let me get, so you only got 3 on. Let me take a couple off. All right, there you go.
Okay, now I hit. Great. And then got my little blights. Nice. And that was 2 attacks. I guess I'll stay there. I want to back up. I'm going to back up and risk an opportunity attack.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely get an opportunity attack. He'll take it with the bite. That'll miss.
All right. And then that's me.
All right, and Lorin is the first one then to start a turn within 10 feet of him. The air, when he appeared near you, is exceedingly cold. You take some cold damage at the start of your turn. And now it's your turn.
All right. I like to cast a spell.
Okay.
I want to cast magic missile. No. Banishment.
Yep, he made it.
Damn. Bonus action, I'm going to toss my long sword in the air. It's a dancing long sword, and it's going to take an attack.
Yep.
I don't think I never added it. It's all right. Let's see.
I thought we did. Let's see. I think we added it as a, no, we didn't. All right, let's see real quick here. For you. All right, doesn't give you an attack buttons. So let's see. Let's do this. Add a weapon.
Ooh. It's like a Google sheet.
Right. Let's see. And it, what's action missing? Attack creature, ability score. So just regular longsword. It is a D8. What's your strength? All right. There you go. You have a button to attack with it, and you have damage. All right.
Oh. No. Well, all that for a miss. All right.
Right.
That'd be, yeah.
All right. Dice Devil Overlord. Wall of Ice is not recharged. Let's do. All right. First, he's going to go ahead and multi-attack since he's got that as an option here. Actually, no. He's going to cast a spell. Unless
Am
how high in the
Am I within
how high up
I
are you?
am, 30? So
All
counter.
right.
I counter it. Counter.
All right. I said it. I was still thinking about whether or not I wanted to do it, but I'll let you do it. I'll let you have it. I'll give you that one after all those saving throws he was made. So on you. All right, Disasus.
All right, I will cast Hex on this dude.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and I gotta do stuff about that. I don't have it on me presently. So Hex. I guess I'll make him less strong. Put that on me. That's not what I wanted. Do I have to close the map thing again and try it?
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's
I'll
maybe
try.
that's what's going on.
I'll try one more. All right, I was able
There
to
it
put
goes.
it on him by dragging it to the combat tracker.
Okay.
And I have to put a thing on me.
Yep.
Which is that. And now I Eldritch Blast him.
Okay.
So I'm going to control click to target and then
That'll hit.
that hits for massive damage. And I'll do it again. Damn it. And I'll fly. I'll still be 30 feet, but I'll be like over here. Well, he's not going to live another round. That was my bonus action and my action, so I'm done.
All right, end of your turn. Before Sylvan goes, he's going to use a legendary action. All three of his legendary actions actually to do a blizzard. So every creature within 20 feet of him so the air gets frighteningly cold. Snow and ice begin swirling around. Oh, why did it only... Hold on.
How do I
Not my
close the map?
just in the upper right-hand corner of the map window.
Oh, I dragged the dice tower over that. All right.
There we go. Let me try that again because there we go. All right. Looks like Stillman made it. The other three of you failed. Oops, that's the wrong. That's the same amount anyway. All right. And then blinded. The three of you that are not sullen are blinded.
Blinded is bad.
Yep.
What does blinded mean?
Means you have disadvantage on attacks. You grant advantage on attacks.
And you can't see,
You can't see things to target them with a spell that requires sight.
which means a
All
bunch
right.
of stuff doesn't work if you can't see.
Yep. Still when you're up.
Did Amali get skipped?
Molly goes after Sullen.
Oh,
Let's say turn to Molly before me.
I switched. Yeah, I switched you guys so that it would take away the big check marks and X's. I just clicked on the combat tracker, but yeah, Sullen goes first.
Okay. Keep healing. Yes.
There it is. It's a hit.
My arrow. Little damage.
All right. Very nice.
You.
That's a hit also. All right.
Ooh, dying.
Down he goes.
And Silwyn gets the kill.
Woohoo!
Right.
Gold star.
Might be my first.
Well, and one of the things that isn't working with the upgrade this week is the party stats tracker, where it tracks the toughest kill that you've had and all that. This is actually the toughest single creature in terms of its CR that you guys have faced.
wow.
So technically, Sylvan has killed the toughest creature you guys have ever faced.
Was it
Nice.
damaged at all? Because you said it kind of looked like it wasn't in its prime, but like we
Yeah, it
couldn't
was light.
tell if it was bloodied. Okay,
It was lightly wounded.
very
Yeah.
cool. What's on him? Let's loot him.
We loot the bodies, we loot
Oh,
the cave, we take all
well,
the
his-
treasure.
his body, like most fiends, simply disappears as he returns to his native plane.
Can we see now?
Yes, eventually it passes. So let me take those effects off you too. Let's see. It was the bear and Yisra and Danlerin. Yeah. All right. So yeah, you are able to go ahead and search the dragon's cave. You do find
2 legendary items.
items. No, however,
Any
you do
teeth?
find some. No teeth. Not yet. Not yet. You'll get your teeth. Don't worry. Just a second here.
We find 3 baby dragons and raise them.
You find exactly 4 baby dragons and they eat you. All right. So there are diamonds.
Ooh.
To be precise, 5,000 gold worth of diamonds.
Very nice.
Revivify.
There is a platinum scroll case, a platinum bracelet set with a sapphire, a jeweled platinum ring, there is a 6-foot mirror of silvered glass in a precious frame carved with the shapes of coiling dragons. There's another exquisite mirror with platinum filigree and framing. And then there is one more mirror. It's 4 foot tall. It's quite a heavy mirror. As you glance into it, you can just make out the faint images of creatures moving over its surface. It looks pretty much like this, except the gold is instead silvered.
And it's
And
on
that item
top of
does it.
the movement is on top of it, like outside of it, or like in the mirror.
Like in the mirror. And you can definitely tell, anyone who's proficient in Arcana, you can definitely tell this is a magical item.
We'll take it.
Does anyone with a high Arcana know what it does?
Well, during a short rest, somebody can spend time with it and identify it, or if you've got the identify spell, if anyone does.
I do not.
I don't.
Sorcerer's limited spells.
Yep.
Wait, don't you? Hold on. I feel like Yisra might. Does the moon shard give you identify? Look at the description.
Let's see. I think
Seems like
maybe it
something it
does.
should.
I think it does. Let me look.
Private Sanctum, Guardian of Faith, Enhance Ability, Legend Lore. Legend Lore, but you don't have a spell slot to cast Legend Lore. Because Legend Lore is a pretty high level spell.
Right?
I have a bunch of spell slots available.
But do you have a 5th level spell slot available?
Do I have access to 5th level spell slots? No.
No, you don't
Not
even
yet.
have 4th.
Not yet.
I don't think you get
these-
5th level spells until level 17.
Jesus.
Well, easiest way to do it, of course, is just to cuddle the item during a short rest.
Yavir appears and casts Identify.
Does Yavir have identify?
Yeah, he's a wizard.
Oh, then he does. All right, I've identified it. It's a mirror of life trapping.
Life trapping.
Mm-hmm. So basically, if it's hanging on a vertical surface and you're within 5 feet of it, you can speak the command word, and it stays activated until you say the command word again. Any creature other than you that sees its reflection in the activated mirror while within 30 feet has to make a charisma save, or they will be trapped along with anything they're wearing or carrying into one of the mirror's 12 extra dimensional cells. And then you can also, yep. And then also, when you're within 5 feet of the mirror, you can action to speak the name of one creature trapped in it, or call out a particular cell by number. Creature or named or contained in the named cell appears as an image on the mirror surface. You and the creature then can communicate normally. You can also do the same to free the creature.
I've never seen this item before.
Lots of potential uses. I won't give any of them away, but Lots of possibilities.
And it was in the cave?
Yep, part of the treasure hoard.
And the creatures that are floating in it, we can assume their souls were captured.
Yep. So basically, once somebody attunes to it, I assume it does require attunement. Yeah, it does not. So basically, within 5 feet of it, you can speak the command word. And 1 second, folks.
Wow.
Does weigh 50 pounds.
All right, sorry about that. I just had to give my beautiful bride a good night kiss.
Aw.
I know, right? Anyway, yeah. So basically, you can within 5 feet of it, you speak the command word, which you've figured out by identifying it, and you can say like cell number 1, and it'll bring the creature to the front. You'll see what the creature is. They may, since you don't know the creature's name, you can't. Otherwise, if you knew the creature's name, you could just call the creature's name.
Do we
So-
know the command word? Did we get that from identify?
Yeah.
What's the command word?
The command word is
Does Yavir tell us the command word?
he does, oddly enough.
Does he
Um,
tells Asasos the command word?
No, he says, do not tell Zazasis the command word. The command word is
Hufflepuff.
no, it is echo in Elvish.
What's echo in Elvish?
I don't speak Elvish. I don't know.
Does anyone have like a bag of holding or a haversack or a portable hole in all our like magical markets? Did anyone pick up one of those?
We
I feel
have
like
a,
we have one.
yeah.
We got one recently, didn't we?
Aren't you carrying a pack?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did take it. Yes, I put the mirror in the bag.
Okay. All
Bag
right.
of holding. Mirror.
Let's scope out the south cave.
I hope there's not a dragon in that one that's still alive.
Anybody want a short rest again?
Yes.
Or long rest? If the cave is not occupied, that's a relatively safe space, right?
Cave that you're in is not occupied, correct?
All right. Long rest with watch.
Long? All right. You're all good.
Sweet.
And long rest. There we go.
Long rest is 4 hours, yeah?
8.
8 hours.
Six hours of sleep, 2 hours of minimal physical activity.
Would you say it's the next day?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You want to know something hilarious? The bag of the bag of holding is just above my carrying limit. Like the 15 pounds.
Oh,
But,
no kidding.
all right, so I added a haversack. Was that
Yep.
it? Or do we have that
Yeah.
in addition to the bag of holding?
Well, I don't. Let me look in the item in the party sheet. I can look through your bag of tricks. No, no bag of
Oh, no.
holding. 1 haversack.
Oh yeah, so I think we had a haversack and not a
Bag of holding. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So. Well, a haversack is kind of like a bag of holding.
Yeah, just lower capacity, more or less.
Sure. It says 8 cubic feet or 80 pounds. And the mirror
There's 50.
is 50 pounds and I don't think 8 cubic feet. So I think we're good.
All right. So checking out the cave to the north.
To the south.
That's what I said. The south.
Yep.
Sure.
All right. So you enter into the cave to the south. You don't see much of anything going on. You can see you sort of the cave. It's sort of a open cavern complex with ice pillars that go from floor to ceiling, almost like they were stalagmites and stalactites that met, but they're ice. They're just sort of frozen pillars or columns. You do see sort of in the center of this cavern area, a creature that looks like this. It is stationary. It almost, at first you think it's a nice sculpture, but Yavir, who's of course a wizard, will tell you that's a nice golem.
I pointed and I'm like, you there, freeze.
Oh boy.
Who do you work for?
Closer you're getting to it, it doesn't seem to respond.
Is there any
Lit-
indication that it's alive?
There's no motion, put it that way.
There's nothing else in the cave. I guess we have to roll a perception check, right?
Yeah, you guys can roll perception checks.
Or
How
is
close to the golem are you getting is the question.
Oh, I'm staying. As soon as I see it, I just freeze. And so probably if I see it at the entrance, I just stop and then I survey the cavern.
Okay.
But that's just me. I mean,
I'll get right in its face.
there you go.
Just right up there
That always works.
I'll stay
and be very demanding.
60 feet back.
I'll stay 60 feet back.
Zazus, you can give me an Arcana check as you get up to it.
I'll spend a sorcery point to re-roll that.
Okay.
20.
Seems to be inert. Whatever it is, whatever spark it is that someone who would create an ice column gives it to make it living. This one has either never received it or has lost it.
Oh, wow.
Yisra and Siku, even from the cave entrance and even from 60 feet away, you notice just based on shadows and whatnot, there are at least half a dozen more of these inert ice golems inside this cavern.
Is it like a hallway cavern? Like, does it keep like going down, or is it like an actual cave and they're kind of surrounding the walls around it?
Yeah, let me give you a map. This isn't necessarily exactly but this kind of thing, right? Where you got some so it's more of a cavern. So you got some areas like that have these dark spots are like areas of stalagmites. And then the ice things, these things are ice pillars that go from floor to ceiling.
Gotcha.
So it's, yeah, sort of an open cavern is the way I would describe it. And as you all move further in, you can definitely see this. The cavern itself is probably 150 feet in diameter. That's not exactly circular, but it's around 150 feet in diameter. And there are altogether, it looks like a dozen of these ice golems. You don't see any other passages out of the cavern, however.
Well, I don't want to get stuck in here in case something does turn these golems on. That's just me. I don't know how the rest of you feel.
What do we need to turn them on? Like an amulet? This is an army. I would like to have the army.
Yeah, so give me another Arcana check.
Where did you come from?
Yeah, so here's what you know. To make a golem, you need to know the rituals, the incantations, and so you basically need what's called a manual of golems. And specifically, to make one of ice, you need a manual of ice golems. And then to form one, there's the cost, right? These are already formed, so you wouldn't have to pay the material cost or the time. Like an iron golem, for example, costs 100,000 gold pieces in 120 days. Ice, you're not sure how long it would take, but they've already been created. What you have to do is finish the ritual, but you have to know the ritual to do it.
All right, and we don't see a manual anywhere.
No manuals just laying around. No.
All right, I Google user manual ice golem PDF.
Well, and what you get is a website that tells you that if you pay $12.99, you can access what is most certainly not the actual PDF that you're searching for, but you'll have access to all the manuals that they actually do have, none of which will be for a product you have ever or will ever owned.
I pay the $12.99.
If that seems oddly specific, it's because I may have come. I didn't actually go through with it the one time, but I almost did. I'm like, wait a minute, there's nothing. Yeah.
Well, I say this is a good thing to know. And if we ever do come across the manual, we know where we can use it.
All right, we take mental note of the location of this place.
Such like if Jerry Ender like turns on you, we can maybe utilize this army.
We stay here for 1 year while Anlorin makes a teleportation circle.
Sounds good. Sounds perfect. All right, we're about halfway. So I got 9:23 local time. Let's go ahead and let's take a bio. Come back around 20 till, give or take. I mean, take what time you need if you need a few more minutes than that.
Okay.
All right.
She says,
You can, I can hand it off to somebody else if they want to, well, after she answers my question.
I have only known servitude these last centuries. You seem. She looks at sort of at the rest of you standing around the mirror. She says, "Some of you at least seem kinder." She turns to. What's that?
Who's the god you pray to?
She says, "Corlon Larathane."
Yes, everyone else, tell her how benevolent a leader I am. I'll give everyone else a chance.
Cell number 2.
Oh,
Tell us your
so,
story.
so we're done with her. She's just going back to her room.
No, I want to know what her skills are and what her name is. What are your skills? What is your name? Who do you work for?
My name is Aranel, in the language of my people. I think in the common tongue,
RNL, what does that
means-
stand for?
it roughly means princess.
Mm.
My skills are, well, my skills are those of a court of the courts.
Skills of a
And of-
corpse.
And of
Court.
society,
Oh.
of elven society.
Who did you work for before you were captured?
Work for anybody. I was a subject of my father, the king.
Who is your father?
Well, he was the king.
What is his name?
Good to be the king.
Agnor.
What is your favorite?
Take a
meal?
I would take a history check to see if any of you recognize the name of King Agnor.
I don't have good. Oh. Can
You're-
anyone roll?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All right.
That moon shard coming in clutch.
Yeah. So Siku and Yisra, you actually have both heard the name. Yisra in particular, you know that King Agnor was the king of an elven realm far to the south. The name means fell fire, but that he died several hundred years ago, several centuries ago,
Wow.
when a massive army of fiends overtook the Elven Kingdom.
So I relay this to everyone. I think she's good.
Sorry about that. I'm back now.
No worries.
We're talking to a mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Basically. Except
She
there
says,
are 3
"I-"
people in the mirror.
So you told everybody what you knew while she's standing there. You see her sort of, she collapses. She literally faints when she hears you say that it was centuries ago and King Agnor is dead.
Oh no.
After the kingdom was wiped out by fiends.
So the fiend Joriander killed the king.
I think this
That's
was
what it sounds
before.
like.
Oh.
No.
I think this was before Joriander's time.
We don't know how long Joriander's been alive. It could be thousands of years.
Would I know, Bob?
I
How
mean,
long Joriander's been
he
alive.
seemed to be human, and you know that humans live, 100 years or so at the most, for the most part. So, It's certainly possible that since he's been in possession of the moon shard for a long time, it could have extended his life, but you don't really have any actual indication that he would be, of a long life, or that he would know anything of that he would have anything to do with those fiends.
All right. So I guess she fainted in her cell, so we can go to cell 2.
Yep.
It's probably safer in there for her right now.
Does someone else want to interview cell 2?
Sure.
Go ahead,
let's
Isra. Someone
All right.
not.
Cell number 2 appears a male tiefling. He looks to be older. So let's see. What is
White
tiefling
rat.
age? Tiefling age is, 150 years at the outside. He's over 100 for sure, maybe 120. He has cropped, straight brown hair, brown eyes, silky purple skin, has a round, unremarkable face with a short mustache. And when he appears in the mirror, you smell the faint smell of tobacco. And he looks out of the mirror and he says, "Who? You are not the Dark One. Who are you?"
Which swipe left? Cell number 3.
All right, just gonna leave him.
Yeah.
All right.
And Lauren just to size this guy up, this tiefling up. I was like, nah.
Right.
Tobacco. No.
All right. Third one is a gnome, and he's got his back to you at first, and he says, "Oh, where are you? Where?" He turns around. "Oh, yes. You sort of looks around. Oh, good. Okay. Hello. How do you do?"
And Lauren's doing the talking, right? You said?
I'll repeat exactly what he said back to him.
All right. Oh, well, I'm doing okay. Is it safe to come out yet? Are the bugbears gone?
I have bad news for you.
Oh, are they still here?
They're taking over the surface world.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll just stay in here for a while longer then.
No, it's quite all right. There are no bugbears.
Oh, good heavens! Oh, what a relief. Oh, okay. Do you mind letting me out? I jumped in here with the bugbears attacked. I admit it was a little bit cowardly thing to do, but I figured I could just say the word when I got in here, or that my assistant would come in and let me out. But I'm assuming the bugbears got him.
All right, I'll turn from the mirror just slightly, looking at the rest of the grouping up. Hey, I like this guy.
Can I do like an insight check? Like, does he seem
Sure.
legit?
Sure.
Is he allied with Joriander?
Insight does go in the tower. So if you want to give that yeah. I'm
going to put my insight in the tower.
All right. So Zasas, you've got no clue. Yes, you're having a little bit of difficulty reading him, but it's not necessarily because he's being deceptive or anything, but his affect is just sort of off, as if his body language is doing something completely different and unrelated to what his words are doing. Right? Not like it's deceptive, but like almost as if his body's doing something different than his brain.
I turn my back to the mirror and just sort of whisper that to Anne Loren and whoever's like standing close by, probably Zazlasos.
What do you mean you jumped in? Are you saying that were you a previous owner of the mirror? Like, did you own it?
Yeah, I did. I kept it in my shop.
So it
Oh,
was
forgive me.
yours.
Forget just a second. Just a second. He reaches down. He like bends down below where the mirror can see, and he picks up a hat, like a beanie, basically, like a little round hat, and he puts it on. He says, and then he takes the hat off and bows and says, "My name is Backham, the other Backham, at your service, proprietor of the other Backham's curiosities." Curiosities and cutlery. Late of Waterdeep.
Did everyone hear that? He's pledged servitude.
Have I in all my travels heard of any of those things?
Give me a history check. Anyone who wants.
Nobody else?
None of those things, including the city that he mentioned, are familiar.
I know Waterdeep. My role probably won't recognize it, but I do. Tell me, Beckham, how long have you been in there?
Oh, I don't know. You know what? Hold on a second. And he reaches down
Oh, gosh.
again, just below where you can see him. And here it is. And he's got a piece of parchment, and you can see that it's got just hash marks on it, like all over the backside. And he's looking at the front side. He says, "Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7." And he's counting the hash marks on the front side. And it's taking quite a while because he's literally counting each individual hash mark, because they're not like hash marks with a slash through it either.
What was the date
yeah.
you jumped in?
1492 Dale reckoning.
Okay. And what's the date today?
The date today has nothing to do with Dale reckoning. That's a completely foreign measurement of time. None of you have ever heard of it.
All right.
I like his hat. What's a little amount?
This guy's more shifty than the tiefling.
Yeah.
Beckham, you said you had an assistant. What was your assistant's name?
Oh, Henry. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not a really good judge of character.
Well, he
Good
did
old
pledge
Henry.
to serve us, so
I don't know about
That's
serve.
promising.
What do you do? I mean, are you
already
sure there's
said
no
yes.
bugbears?
You already signed.
Did you say
I
that?
Said
did.
you were at our service.
Oh, I did. Oh, you know what? You're right. You sort of smacked something. I guess I did. All right. Okay. You win. How about your service?
Beckham, are you capable of talking to the other members in the cells within this mirror?
There are others. Oh, you're right. There could be 1, 2, 3, carry the 9, 12, not more than 12.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I can't hear any of them. Let's see, when I jumped in, there was the succubus, and then there was the drow woman, and then there was the ogre, and then who else was in here? Oh yeah, the porcupine.
And we know none of those are in there currently. right?
None that he mentioned matched. I mean,
Two.
he did say a drow elf woman, but the elf woman that you saw was decidedly not drow.
Yeah.
He says, no, that's who is in it. Are they the rest? Are they still here? Does somebody let them out? Not me. Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah, someone
Oh, that's
let them out and not you.
oh. Oh, they didn't let the drow woman out, did they?
They did.
Oh my goodness. Oh, she was so tricky. Yeah, we captured her in 1488. Turns out she was trying to overthrow the city, basically. She almost got herself appointed as one of the hidden lords of Waterdeep. She had everybody convinced that she was some princess. Yeah. Until the open lord came to me and said, "Hey, can we prison her in this mirror?" Yeah.
Well, the this is me talking to the group. The tiefling that we just spoke to, the first person, was not a drow, but she was a princess or identified as a princess. Do we think it's the same person?
The first person was not a tiefling. She was an elf.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
An elf princess?
And she was a
Could-
princess, but not a drow.
Tell us more about this overlord.
Oh, he was a bad guy. He just wanted to know stuff all the time. Like, where does everything at? Where's all the gold? Blah blah blah. Where's the city treasurer? Blah. Who do you work for? Blah blah blah.
Mhm. That sounds familiar.
Definitely sounds familiar.
Can you give us a description of what he looks like? Was he human? Was he drow?
Tall, human,
Oh,
armored, usually. Curly hair, black curly hair, tan of skin. Oh, you don't think he must be the one that let her out? She must have killed him. That's probably what happened. She probably tricked him like she did to everybody in Waterdeep, made everybody think she was just a regular elf, and here she was drow.
how did you come in possession of the mirror?
Oh, funny thing, I bought it off a group of adventurers. The ogre was already in it. Ogre was already in it when I got it.
So since then, the overlord put a porcupine, a drow, a succubus.
Well, no, we put the drow in there.
Right. So since once you got it, you put 3 other individuals in there, not including yourself. You actually you put a porcupine.
Look, okay. I'm going to tell you what. You might think that they look all cuddly from a distance, but you get up close and they'll poke your eyes right out.
Yeah.
I've heard of this.
And
Yeah,
why
and
was
the
this? Go
the
ahead.
succubus is my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm on board with that.
She tried to remove my soul. I put her in the mirror. I figure I'd let her out eventually. Maybe she'd chill.
I would turn my back to the mirror and I sort of whisper to others, I don't like this guy. He's kind of shady. He just puts people that upset him in the mirror. And
Should
then
we kill him?
To be fair, he only put people in the mirror and the direction of the overlord.
not his girlfriend.
No. He put them in before. The overlord was whoever got the mirror after he was inside the mirror. He put the porcupine, the succubus. He put them in, and according to him, anyway, he put the
drow,
the elven princess, who he claims is a drow elven princess, or claimed to be princess, because she was trying to overthrow the city.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like him. I say if we're gonna let any of them out, it should be the first one.
Yeah, we'll have to make any decisions right now. We do is let's change the channel, see what else we get in this thing.
I mean, I'm kind of interested in what the tiefling has to say. He obviously knows the overlord because he was probably expecting the overlord.
We should swipe back and let Siku talk to the tiefling.
Because there's only
All right.
three in here, right? There's only three.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Bakam, we're gonna get back to you. Okay, just hang tight, buddy. We're
All right.
trying
I'm
to
gonna
figure out what to do.
He's not our
I'm gonna
buddy,
go
Siku.
cut-
He serves us.
go count my toes again.
Okay.
And he turns his back and starts walking away even before you activate the mirror.
And the way, is it all of us who are safe looking at the mirror or only one at a time? Like I activated it. Everybody else looking at it, are they at risk of being trapped now? Or do I
No,
just
you would have to
designate-
say you would have to say the command word and say I'm gonna say the command word and take an action to trap a target or to attempt to, and then they would get a saving throw. So unless you're trying to trap somebody, right now when you bring somebody to the front while you're just talking to them, everybody who can see the mirror can see and hear the person inside. But
You'd
yeah,
have to, Tony,
you'd have
you'd
to
have to
intentionally-
say Yusra, like
I'm gonna use
secret
it.
word Yusra.
Yeah, I'm going to use an action to trap Siku in the mirror. Is what you would have to do to trap him.
That's not what the description says. It's like a trap. Like I can hang it on a wall and leave, and passersby, whoever looks at it, can get trapped. Any creature other than you that sees its reflection in the activated mirror must make a charisma saving throw.
Right,
If
but
you're
it has to
active-
be
but you're
hanging on the
activating it.
wall.
You're
It's not
activating it.
hanging
You're
on the
saying, I
wall.
want to trap souls now. You can use an action to speak the command word and activate it.
Oh, so I haven't activated it.
Correct. Correct.
Okay,
It ha-
alright,
And it
alright.
has to be hanging, right? So right now, while it's on the ground, it's
It has
can't
to be hanging.
activate
It has to be hanging. And then if you're within 5 feet of it, you can use an action to say the name or a cell number. That creature will appear as an image on the surface, and then you can communicate.
Alright, so it's not active. We're just
Right,
like
if you want-
propping it up against a wall.
Correct.
or just
And it can be
Alright.
on a wall. You're just not activating it, right? Speaking the command word isn't necessarily activating it, although you do speak the command word to activate it. You also can speak the command word. Actually, it looks like it's a different command word to free a creature.
What's the command word to free it?
Freedom in Scottish,
Nice.
freedom in Mel Gibsonish, in Braveheart. Freedom.
so right now we're just doing a prison visit with
Yeah.
plexi.
Yeah.
We're talking on the telephone through the plexiglass.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so Siku, you want to talk to the tiefling?
Yes, sir.
All right, tiefling reappears. He says, "Cat, huh?"
Tiefling, huh? What'd you do to get in here, huh?
Well, let's just say that my old boss didn't particularly like it when I tried to shove a dagger between his ribs.
That'll do it. It's always better not to get caught than caught. That's what I always say.
Yeah,
You're hired. Just kidding.
How long have you been
this
in
is
here?
not that long, couple of years. What's
Couple
going to take
years?
for you guys to let me out?
Well, you obviously know that we're not the overlord. Can you tell me a little bit about him?
Oh yeah, real class act.
Yeah.
Like to kill, torture, maim, all that sort of thing.
Is that who put you
Didn't
in
matter. Oh yeah.
here? So what do you do for a living? Well, who is your boss? Essentially, who did you work for?
Yeah, I worked for the overlord. It's, and that was the thing, like it was great and all at first. working for the Overlord. Nice, mysterious, he's powerful. He's going to bring law and order to the universe, all of that sort of thing. Then it just got kind of tedious. I realized that he wasn't going to bring law and order anywhere. All he was going to do was torture people, just torture people just to get his rocks off. Yeah.
Did you ever overhear how he was going to take over? Like, was he searching for a mysterious object to give him power or
Yeah.
anything like that?
It's fun. No, he just thought he would people would flock to him.
So he's a kind of like a cultist, priest, politician.
Yeah, politician, that's the one.
Yeah. Did he hold any kind of office? Any kind of
No, he ran something called the Syndicate.
That's Syndicate with a Z, right?
No,
Okay.
that's stupid. Why? Who would have a Syndicate with a Z? That's completely fucking ludicrous.
Well, that's neither here nor there. So, what is it going to take to let you out?
Well, been about 6 months since my old boss brought me forward just to berate me and shit. So I can't be sure. But if I had to guess, there's at least something left of his hidden stash. Unless whoever killed him knew about his secret extra-dimensional room, they didn't get everything.
I'm sorry. And then what was the name of your boss? We might have actually
The Overlord?
killed him. Oh, the Overlord was your boss. So you actually tried to
Yeah,
kill the Overlord, and that
Yeah.
didn't go very well. So he
And
threw
where
you
is
in
the
here.
secret chamber?
Well, see, now we're negotiating, right? You want to know where the
Mhm.
chamber is? You can let me out so I can take you there. How far are we from Pilser?
From Pilser? Well, right now we're in Rebolka.
Rebalka. The hell are we doing in Rebalka?
That's where
there's nothing in Rebalka but Vic Merdier and superstitious, cannibals.
Do I know how
No.
far those two cities are from each other?
Pilser is, yes, it is. So you didn't come from Pilser. Well, you did. You came from the province of Pilser. The city of Eris Deep is where you came from, which is the very south end of Pilser. And then you sailed further south to get to Rebalka, basically. So it was about a week's journey by ship to get to the peninsula that Rebalka is on from Eris Deep. And then depending on where in Pilsner the city he's talking about is, you might have a few more days journey.
So you talk about this extra dimensional door in Pilsner. Do you know where the other opening is?
Same as any other extra-dimensional space, I suppose. It goes out into the astral, right?
Mm.
I don't know. Maybe
I don't know. I'm just
if not the
Tabaxi
astral,
Ranger.
probably a demiplane.
I mean, you and I seem to be in the same profession. We do some things good and bad for money. Doesn't really bother us as long as the pay is good. Am I right?
Yeah, until your boss is murdering chipmunks just for the hell of it.
Or kobolds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know who else is trapped in this mirror?
No idea.
No. Never helped your boss put anybody in the mirror?
Nope, never saw him use it before.
Interesting.
So in order to let you out, we would let you out. You would help us navigate our way to where the Overlord is. Yeah.
Heck, you can leave me in. You can leave me in here all the way until you get to Pilser.
I mean, I guess that's fair. I mean, we did
Yeah.
find you in a steaming pile of dragon poop. So I mean, at least that's
Probably
better,
safe.
right?
Safer for me in there. Safer for me in here. I don't have to eat. Don't technically have to sleep.
But you have to smoke.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. All right. Well, let me converse with my friends. You've given us some good information. What was your name again?
My name is
The Dark One.
yeah, the Overlord. You can call me Perseverance.
Perseverance. Right on, Perseverance. All right, buddy. We'll go have a smoke and we'll be in touch.
All right, and he, you dismiss him.
That's the most honest guy we've talked to so far.
I
He
mean,
didn't have a
wasn't
hat.
the first one was pretty honest.
I don't know.
Do we?
Not after talking to the gnome.
Wait, what do you mean?
I mean, unless the drow woman that was placed in here took the place of the princess that's in here in real life. You know what I'm saying? A little switcheroo, little
Oh,
man in the
interesting.
iron, little man in the iron mask situation. And so she's parading as the princess when the real princess is in the mirror.
Are we sure that the princess in the mirror isn't the drow princess?
Not.
She
did
didn't.
say she did not pray to law.
She did
And
have a reaction
keep-
though when she found out her entire family had been destroyed by fiends though.
Yeah. And she wasn't drow.
Right, but the gnome claims that this drow woman pretended to be an elven princess.
Uh,
Yeah, just to clarify there.
oh. Well, that changes everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we could put the middle guy to the test and like go to the city and then see if he upholds showing us we can ask him what he'll do with his freedom. And then if he upholds like showing us the secret layer or whatever else we need from him, then we can be sort of friends. Otherwise, we kill him.
Good. But also we need to decide. We're in Rebolka. What are we gonna do first? Do we follow these new leads on this mirror or do we finish our
Moonshard.
initial moonshard? Although I do feel like, and this is just me thinking for the last couple of weeks that we've been traveling and all that we've gone through to get this damn thing, it's pretty damn powerful. And I can't quite remember why Joriander wanted it in the first place. And with the news of this overlord wanting to take over, like I even looked in my notes, but I lost them in the jail cell. of like why he wanted the moon shard, unless anyone else has their notes from the when we met him.
Jury ender, yeah, jury ender. Just to because that's going all the way back to the first weeks of the campaign. Jury ender, just to remind you, he is the priest in Rabalka. He
Chaotic evil.
no, according to Zazasas, he's chaotic evil, but he was there. The drow invaded and with some undead things and whatnot. But the moon shard, he was performing a ceremony that takes place every year on the longest night of the year. Part of the ceremony involved the moon shard. The moon shard is this relic, basically, that belongs to or is associated with, with the deities, with the gods.
So it was being used as like a spiritual symbol / artifact, not like as part of a ritual that happens every year, not anything else.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. It wasn't being used. It wasn't something he said, "Hey, go find this so I can increase my power." Right. It was a hey, this item belongs to the Balkans here. I'm its caretaker. It's really powerful. If the drow get it, they're going to really fuck all the shit up.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, so I say we return that.
It's so powerful. It gives you advantage on ability checks.
Tony, God, I love it.
What? The drow will make all their history checks with advantage. They'll know everything.
But they'll also make all their deception, intimidation checks with advantage.
And their hide checks and their and it gives them all the spell. Don't forget all the spells and things that it gives you. Legend lore.
Well, no dexterity. It's only intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. And they need the spell slots if they want to cast legend lore. And also, if the moon shard doesn't like them very much, it just bounces. I was just reading the description.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of been a game changer for a lot of our stuff.
I mean, really, it's the skill checks have helped. Yeah, have helped. It's been at least as helpful to Yisra as, or in a similar way that the Dark Skull has been to Zazasas, or that the Amali's bow has been to Amali.
Right.
I mean, you guys are welcome to do whatever you want with it. There's no.
I think we should use it to stab Joriander in the throat. Oh, you wanted this back?
Yeah. We could give him the fake one and see what he actually does with it, just to test him to see if he is on the up and up.
Or like investigate around the town and ask about him and if people like him and stuff.
Well, of course they like him. He's a cult leader.
I think we should head in that direction regardless before embarking on something else.
All right, so we're going to Joriander.
All right.
That's my vote.
But we're giving him the fake one.
I don't know about that, but it's an idea.
But we should determine that before we show up. Be like, are we getting the fake one or the real one?
Well, why don't we just head that way and kind of see how things are going since we've been gone? Because we've been gone for quite a long time.
All right.
Maybe he's not even alive anymore. Maybe they like elected a new priest, like the Pope. You never know.
Is there white smoke coming from the Rabalkan Cathedral?
We might have missed it. We might have been in the Underdark that day.
All right, so you head to the Rabalkan Cathedral, and you head in, and
And the whole
You-
walk, Zasasas is
Yeah.
explaining to Sequin and Molly who Joriander is.
Oh, right, and Loren and Sylvan too, right?
Yes, because
We know
the
who Joriander is.
Yeah,
I just couldn't
he is.
remember why we went and got
Yeah,
Sequin and Molly.
I just forgot the purpose of this quest.
yeah, but it's not really Sequin and Molly, is it?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I got you.
doppelgangers.
Yeah, that's right, because they're doppelgangers. Yeah. All right. I forgot that they were doppelgangers.
You
How
ruined
could
it
we
with
forget?
losing your notes.
It's in another book, all right?
Eight
Can't find
and
it
a
right
half.
now. Can't find it.
You never started a new notebook.
Siku would never lose his notebook in the jail.
It got lost. It got stolen from me. I ran out of toilet paper, okay?
This is where we started.
Wow, look, remember this map?
Yes.
This is the first time we split the party,
Wow.
remember?
Right.
And you just opened some random doors, remember?
As I recall, I ended up in the right direction when I booked it the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Joriander sent you into a trap. He was like running and I was trying to run ahead of him.
Can we be, hold on. Is this something that Zasasas believes, or are we truly like,
No, this Zazasis believes this.
okay.
He literally told you to go in a direction and it was trapped and you blew up.
I don't
That
remember
really
that.
happened.
Was
I
that
don't remember
Joriander
that.
or was that the DM?
Okay,
Joriander
but-
said go.
Okay, but the trapping wasn't something that was already there, right? I mean, just because there were bad guys lying in wait doesn't mean that he sent you into a trap.
Right.
And I don't
He
remember
didn't send you
this.
into his trap necessarily, but he did send you into a trap.
All right, all right. I'm gonna,
Yeah.
My notes.
Look how
tell
evil he
me-
looks.
My notes tell me that there was a prophecy that the rise of the drow, that there will be the rise of the drow when the light of the world falls.
Yep.
I don't know if that's helpful.
That
No,
looks
that's-
like black. That looks like black armor to me, and he is human.
You can ask your tiefling if that's. But I mean, again,
Oh.
that's supposed to be somewhere else entirely, right?
Yeah. Can I just have that picture, Bob? Let's open the. Is this him? Can you identify this person?
do we have
mean-
anyone with good performance? Could someone draw him out and ask?
I do not have. Well, I have artisan tools, but I don't have anything else. I don't think that's.
Anybody has a Polaroid?
I wanted to take a picture once and a DM made me go on a quest to get materials for a camera. It took months.
We
And
get phosphorus.
all I
That sounds
wanted to
complicated.
do was help the wizard copy a spell. I like, can we just like
Take a picture?
make like a scratch,
Make a
like,
copy?
you know,
A Xerox?
like a carbon copy of it. And then I played an artificer, and artificers have magical tinkering, which no one ever uses, but part of what magical tinkering is a Polaroid. You can just make an image appear.
Right.
All right. What if
Oh, I can
We-
do it. I can make it with minor illusion.
Oh, yeah, great.
there you
There you
go.
I
go.
can conjure up the image of Joriander and I'll put like horns on him.
With horns on him. Yeah, I mean, strangely enough, he says, no, that's not the guy. Who's this?
Great. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All
Well,
right, we'll be back when we swipe.
All right.
all right. We're in the cathedral, the
Yeah.
temple, and we're looking for Joriander.
Yeah, he's right up at the altar when you come in, and let's see, let's get a.
Everyone brace yourselves for battle.
As the doors open, he begins to speak. He says, feel free to Have a seat. I'll be with you in a moment. And without even looking at you,
Now, we'll be with you in a moment. And I
he
sit
turns. He says, "Oh, my dear friends," and he sets down the incense that he had been waving, and makes a quick sort of religious motion, like a genuflect or something, and he almost runs down the hallway, down the aisle, and says, "My dear friends, if you wish," he said, "My dear friends, I feared you all dead. It's been so long. Tell me, what news?"
You would have liked that, wouldn't you have?
No, of course not. How?
No.
No, I would not have liked that. He says, "Were you?" He says, "The drow attacks have ceased. Were you successful? Were you able to recover the moon shard?"
Yeah, about that.
I'm
I
monologuing in the background maniacally, like telling him about like how
we may need to
he'll face his reckoning.
renegotiate the terms of that contract just a little bit. You see how only half of us have returned
Looks, he
from
says,
the original party.
"Indeed, your losses have been great."
Yeah. So if it weren't for these two brave individuals, Silwyn and Antlerin, we probably wouldn't have made it. So I think that we need to kind of renegotiate. I don't think 100 gold pieces each is probably a little low.
Was that really what he offered?
Yeah.
You were second level, first or second level. That's what he offered. Come
Yeah, but
on.
it took like 6 months to find it.
Our rates have gone up, sir.
Considering, Amalia and I spent a good time in jail, as long with some of our other members that aren't with us. And
We fought off a dinosaur supermax
yeah.
thrice, 3 times.
He says, Rebalka is not a wealthy town, and the cathedral here operates on just sort of barely operates on the donations. The gold is frankly what I have. It's frankly the inheritance that I received from my parents, but you're welcome to all of it. He says there's 1,000 total. I could divide it among all of you.
I mean, gold is great, but there's always other ways for compensation, like maybe some real estate.
Yeah, property rights. That's what I was thinking.
More information. Like, information is pretty key. We've been hearing a lot of rumors and murmurs about this overlord character that resides in Pilsner. Have you heard of this character before? Is that the name of it?
Pilser.
Oh, I got beer on the mind.
P-I-L-I.
Great name though. I really like that.
Yeah, I know, right? I could tip a Pilsner right about now. Pilser, what does that have to do with us? Pilser is far enough away. I mean, yes, I understand the imperial seat is there, of course, the imperial seat of Acheron, but for the most part, we are the frontier as far as the kingdom is concerned. I wouldn't. You all would know more about what's going on up there than I have. I haven't traveled. I haven't traveled further than 30 miles from Rebalka in probably 20 years.
Fair enough.
He says, I have, though, in terms of information, it's funny that you say that. We had a traveler came through from the southern lands not long ago, a Vicmerdeer merchant, and He happened to. I happened to. He set up at the market, and I happened to find a tome that he had that I was quite curious about, and it's something that I'd hoped to. Well, I'd hope to pass on to somebody that could do something about it.
Let me guess.
Obviously, it hasn't.
It's a tomb of creating ice golems.
No, nothing of the sort. That's. He says that's.
I tried.
But that's
I tried.
That
oddly.
would be
I tried.
useful. Nothing useful.
He said
I tried.
that's odd. That's oddly specific. He says. No, it says it speaks of an ancient a temple of sorts, or an area, an underground crypt, something called the Well of Demons, devoted to the god Baphomet, the demon god Lord Baphomet. It's supposedly underneath Thunderspire Mountain, which is he says, well, it's past just at the far end of the Rebalkan mountain range, probably further than you had to go in your travels to get down into Embla and the other cities down there. But supposedly this Well of Demons was created by Baphomet long ago as a proving grounds of sorts for his servants, and anyone who proved worthy would receive great being imbued with great power from Baphomet. Now, obviously, dealing with demons is something that you all are obviously too wise for. But I would suspect that if this place still exists, there would be other mysteries and treasures. I would also suspect that it's probably drawn other adventurers over the years whose remains and whose possessions may still well be left behind. I can give you the book, tell you what I know, the legends. I've been able to gather a little bit more information, a little more to add to the legends. I can certainly give you all that. I'm glad to do so too. Really, anything I can do for you. I can't give you any property. I don't own any. Again, all I have is the meager salary that I'm paid by the good citizens of Rebalka, and then the money that my father left me.
At this point, Zazasas is on the balcony, still giving his speech. Just like the neap tide is upon you.
He turns to the rest of you, in particular, yes, sir, because he especially remembers you and Sequin and Molly, and says, "Is he going to be okay? Should we be concerned?"
He doesn't like you very much.
I gather that. Such a strange fellow.
I wouldn't take it personally.
As long as you don't think he's any danger to himself up there, I suppose we should be fine.
Suffer the wrath of a Leviathan.
Okay. Yep, the Leviathan. Thank you, Zazasas. He's just kind of waving up at you there. Yeah, I sure will.
How will you protect the moon shard if we give it back to you?
Well, I've protected it for years before you arrived.
Me.
You were here. You were here when it was. You were here when they raided. It was chaos. Obviously, there's no guarantee that it wouldn't happen again. But
So he's saying it's our fault it was taken?
What's that?
I'm kidding. So you're saying that it was taken because we were here and we created chaos?
No, not at all. No. You didn't create the. Here, she says, "Well, he might have had some hand in it," pointing up at the sauces, but the rest of you know. He says, "No, but I will not make the mistake of of letting it off my person again. I can tell you that much. Even during the yearly ceremony, it must be kept close. It must be kept close to me. It is precious to me. No,
And you
not
only and you only use it once a year, right, for ceremony? Is that my understanding?
He says whichever one of you has picked it up, you no doubt understand that it gives you other certain abilities as well, which I use to serve the people of Rabalka as best I can.
Okay. We
See.
go ahead, Siku.
He says, if you obviously you're proven trustworthy, if the moon shard so desires, and if you wish, well, I suppose as long as we're back here by the next long night ceremony, that would be fine.
Which is when?
So you've been gone about 4 months.
Jeez.
So you got another 8 months before you'd have to have it back. You would need to guard it with your lives, though, of course. I cannot stress to you. It feels so much more dangerous if it's mobile, and especially if you're adventuring. But I do. I trust your judgment, and I trust the judgment of the moon shard. If it doesn't want to stay with you, it won't.
How will you serve your people without it?
Well, as I've done with the other blessings that come to me from the gods.
Should we huddle up?
Yes, feel free to talk, speak amongst yourselves.
Yes.
I was just in the middle of a ritual preparing for the coming of spring. I'll return to it. Feel free to step outside or to use one of the rooms. You know your way around the cathedral.
Fair enough.
I kind of want to.
Go ahead.
I kind of want to just like ask people like if they in the community if they like this guy.
Oh yeah, you definitely. I mean, when you were here before, you spent some time after the initial sort of invasion before you headed out. Absolutely, Juriander is without a doubt beloved. I mean, every now and again, somebody will, complain about him because of something that to you even sounds silly, right? But no, everybody seems to be in more or less in his camp.
That's the case. I think we should give it to him. There are other things that my what's it called? The slot that it takes up. Attunement slot can use.
Right.
It's the holy relic of this man. We should give it back.
Yeah. Tiku, what were you going to say?
I was going to say that I know that it probably gives him it helps him help people, but can also be used to help him not help people and help himself. But if everyone is on the up and up and he's doing more good than not, then I would say yes. I would also ask that he not use the powers of the moon shard for a while. That would be my take, so that most of the realm believes it's still missing. Just it's because I want to use my fake one. I mean, not that I want to give him the fake one, but just hold off on a while. He's gone 4 months without using it to help people, and he's been able to do that. So just kind of hold on and not use the powers for a while until I say we return or within another 3 months' time.
It's more than just powers. It's a symbol of their faith.
I get that, but if we're gonna be off somewhere else, what if? Here's the thing, like if they don't know, if people still think it's missing, then the drow are gonna know that they don't have it, and then that would buy us more time. They won't like come after it again. They'll still think we have it. You know what I'm saying?
I like
could
that.
We can give him the fake and the real one, and he can use the fake.
But if he's displaying the fake, then somebody will come after it again. And if we're not here and we're off doing something else, it'll just get stolen. And if they realize it's a fake, oh heck, we'll break out. We'll break loose. I'm saying he can use it, he can have it, just don't tap into the powers right now. Don't make it be known that it has been returned, just to kind of give a little like a die down. So if anybody's after it, they're after us and not the town. Because the further we get away from the town, the further they'll be away from the town looking for it. Does that make sense?
I like that plan. So give him the real one. Tell him not to use it for 4 months, or if we get back sooner.
We have a fake one that we can, you know, pawn off if somebody is looking for it. If someone's hot on our trail, I don't know if they are or not, but just a little safety buffer. He still
Yeah.
has it. He can do what he needs to do, like, you know, keep it safe, keep it hidden, but
Mhm.
don't like bring it out and flash it around like
Okay.
a new watch.
Yeah, he'll agree to that. Now, let me ask you this too. How much of your experience in the Underdark are you going to tell him? Are you going to tell him pretty much everything that you did about the, you know, even the cave-in and the two different dwarven cities? And how much
and-
information are you giving him is the question, I guess.
In order to keep him under wraps, I would say to let him know, not tell him that the drow are trying to, you know, find other ways to get to the surface, to take over the surface.
Mhm.
They're on the lookout for us. I wouldn't say that, not Embla, but Stonehold has got it well maintained underneath there. Like they've got
Okay.
the blockade. I don't want to give them any sense of security to try to use it.
Okay. No, I'm just, yeah. Okay.
I will tell him that Embla was ransacked and that, you know, by the drow, just to create a little bit of worry
Yep.
in him. But that Stoneholm was doing their best to help rebuild the people of Embla, but the drow are still on their way to the surface.
Yeah. All right. You know, absolutely. I mean, he's, and again, you guys are welcome to, I won't even make you roll insight checks. He's believable. He seems to be honest. You can nat 20 it. He just seems to be honest.
Okay.
That one's a gimme.
Deception is
Juriander.
that high.
His deception is that high. Even if you nat
Yes.
20, there's none of you have high enough insight to get through his natural deception.
All right, and then we take the tomb from him.
Yep.
The tome from him. And then
What's the
Zazasis, do you
tome?
want all of his money?
Yep, the tome will take you on to the Well of Demons in under Mount Thunderspire.
Is the merchant
Basically.
still in town?
No, it was weeks ago, he said.
Did he say where
And
he was
here's-
going? Was he going back to Waterdeep?
He hadn't come from water. Yeah,
Oh,
Waterdeep's underworld. So,
okay.
no, he had come from the south,
Okay.
and he was traveling probably north, probably to Pilisser.
Ooh.
But
Well,
I mean, just because that's sort of the, you know, if you're coming from the south and you keep heading north, that's where you're going to wind up.
were we in Pilsner?
Yeah, you guys came from
Is that the
Pilisser.
one where I'm getting the two things mixed up. Never mind. I'm thinking of the other campaign where we fought everyone on the boat. That was Apocalypse. That's a DM.
Um,
That's a DM question. That was Prince of Apocalypse, right?
Yeah, well, there was so you started out the campaign on a boat, like a
Okay.
Viking longship, basically.
Mhm.
And then
Okay, yeah.
you landed in a crypt of the Sun Lord, crypt of the Sun King,
That's
whatever it
right.
was called.
And you
And
guys
on the way
abandoned.
to,
Yeah. You abandoned
way to
Siku in
Revolka.
a tomb. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
And then I got bit by a werewolf and all that good shit. Okay. Now I remember.
You got bit by a werewolf in this campaign.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I fell into a
Yeah.
crypt and then I almost died. And then I got bit by a werewolf. It was a kind of a rough couple levels for Siku. 1 through 4 or 5. He did a lot of
Levels 1 and 2 suck.
he needed a lot of healing afterwards. He did a lot of long and short rests.
It's because your sister wasn't with you. I missed when you fell
Right.
into the crypt and got bit by the werewolf. That's why.
Yeah. All right. Okay, fair enough. All right. Back to the game. Sorry about the sidebar.
No problem. Speaking of levels, and this is probably, it's a little early, but probably a good time as any to call it. Speaking of levels, for next week, everybody go and plan your level up.
Level up.
You will level up to,
Won't say.
what are you now? You'll go to 11. This one goes to 11.
I feel like this is the fastest we've leveled up.
Is this the last level of the campaign?
Oh, we're going to 20.
No, it'll run. It runs through 20.
Oh, it does? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're somewhat off script here at this point. We've gone through about, I'd say we've used 3/4 of the material in the book.
Oh, wow.
We either used or skipped parts that would have to be reworked to be brought in, which is fine too. There's about 25% of the book that, we'll get to eventually, but like for probably a couple more levels, it's stuff that's not directly from Rise of the Drow. Just kind of giving you the big picture here, the pullback, the bird's eye view.
Oh, so a bunch of like gladiator arena battles for fillers for leveling.
Well, or the Well of Demons, or going back up north to the main continent, that sort of thing.
Fair enough.
Yep, playing them. Good session, guys. Also, go ahead and try and do your shopping this week. So make note of how much gold you have before, and I'll leave Fantasy Grounds open for a little while after I go offline here. Make note of how much gold you have so that you can do some shopping. I do have, let me make sure that that's true. I think I have the document pinned. The Same Magic Prices. Yep, I've got Same Magic Prices pinned in our channel. You just open that up. Common and uncommon, you can find.
Shopping in Revolka.
You can. Common and uncommon, you can automatically find. Message me during the week, if you would, on Discord about rare or rarer items that you would be interested in.
Since we're revered in Revolka, we get discounts on all common.
50% discount.
Had you returned with the Moon Shard officially? Perhaps you would get some.
With the moon. Oh, you mean like if everybody knew?
We
Yeah, the
did
merchants
return
don't know
with
that.
The Moon Shard.
But
The
we do
merchants don't know
have-
that.
We do get to use
Price. You get book price.
Joriander's discount card.
Yeah, but can't Joriander vouch for us? Be like, they did everything they could. Give them a good
Book
deal.
price. Book price. I will be generous in terms of whether or not you're able to find items, even if they're rare or rarer. There will probably be a few items that aren't available, but they're, few and far between. So, yeah, just let me know. Message me during the week about anything you want that is rare or rarer.
Okay.
And we'll try to have that ready to go. We'll start out with a level up, and yeah. And I'm proud as heckin' proud of myself because I don't think, I'm heckin' proud of Tony because I don't think he's asked for a level up this level.
Well,
I mean,
He gets another gold star for that.
he does second gold star.
Yes.
There you go. There's our gold star for you, Tony. Now you got two
Wow.
gold stars.
2 gold stars, 2 inspos.
Making a note.
All right, take care
Have a
all.
Good week.
Yeah.
Bye,
Have a good week,
everyone.
everybody. We'll see you.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.